on a mission and my mission won't stop. I'm on a mission and my mission won't stop. I'm on a mission and my mission won't stop. Okay.
What's going on, YouTube? It's Relatable. Today, I want to talk to you all about the difference between natural person and legal person. As you all may know, we kind of go into the legal person a lot. So I'm going to start with that first. Just kind of give everybody who's kind of new to it a better refresher, as well as those who are familiar with it. So the legal person is basically when a government recognizes a legal entity. It confers rights and responsibilities. The entities can basically own property, enter contracts, and pay taxes. The legal entities may or may not have the right to engage in political activity in their own name. Basically, most rights and responsibilities vary by jurisdiction. Now, that's from on the screen. What I also would like to add is the legal person is also a tax collector. It's also a grantor. It's also someone who's considered a debtor. It's also considered the one that the judge is speaking to when the judge is speaking for the record. So the tricky part about the legal person is when you think that you are the legal person, aka the birth certificate. Sometimes you can also merge yourself with being the social security name as well, which is also another legal person. That social security person is created and owned by Social Security. The birth certificate is created and owned by the state. You have to create and own your own baptismal certificate, but you would assign it to your trust eventually. And so now the trust is basically owning the baptismal certificate, which makes the baptismal certificate become trust property. So now, uh, when it comes to the natural person, that's where the baptismal certificate would come in at, because the natural person can own property individually or with others. They can enter contracts, pay taxes, and engage in political activity. Natural persons might have restraints on their legal capacity. So in this case, when I read definitions like this, I instantly think of a trust. A trust is basically an entity that can own property. And by owning it, it can also create sub trusts that can now own that property instead. And now this trust is basically wiping its hands with it, so to speak. Also, the trust is considered a natural person because when you look at how it works, you try to make a contract with these companies once you get it established. So now you're acting like it's alive. So for me, instead of saying a live, because a means not, I would say it's a natural person. So now, what does that mean about this trust? If it's a statutory trust, it's going to be paying taxes. So this natural person is paying taxes. If it's tax exempt, this natural person isn't paying taxes. So now, the last but not least is the political activity. This is all what I look at by court, so to speak. So whenever you go to court, the trust can only talk to another trust. The owner over that apartment should be a trust indirectly. The or even directly sometimes, but the owner over that bill should be a trust indirectly or directly. Same difference with the loans and so on and so forth. Like when you look at prisons, they're owned by private owners, and those owners can sue the state whenever the capacity which the state promised to fill isn't fulfilled. So if the state promised to give this private company 800 inmates or seats to be filled, they didn't fill the seats. So this private owner can sue them because they're 200 short or 17 short. So when you start to see this stuff, it's kind of like a failure to pay rent. And that's how you reverse the game back on the state. But unfortunately, I have to break it down through that way for you to see how to apply your contracts in reverse. So with that being said, uh, make sure that you comprehend also that the natural person is not going to be going into court in every situation, literally every situation. Instead, the natural person can assign or create another natural person, or you can appoint or there's already an executor appointed, I should say. The power of attorney or the agent can come in on behalf of the trust as well. It's based on the verbiage within the trust agreement. And also you would need a security agreement, and that security agreement it should also lay out how the securities and everything should be taken care of when it comes to this trust, if this trust is regarding or revolving around those. But other than that, only the other thing I could really tell you guys simply when it comes to the legal person is the legal person is a subject and is subject to the creator's state of mind, aka the state. And that's why on the birth certificate it has the state at the top or the Commonwealth at the top. When it comes to other entities like the Social Security card, it has the Social Security Administration at the top. So it's telling you who the owners is. With that being said, make sure you guys check out our exclusive content on Relatable Inspirations. Also, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more. Did you know?
I'm on a mission and my mission won't stop. I'm on a mission and my mission won't stop. I'm on a mission and my mission won't stop. Okay.